One.
Welcome to an episode 5 of The Real. How is everybody doing today? Make sure on your way in you hit that like, subscribe if you have not subscribed to BGN Entertainment. Today we have a very special guest in the house. It's Minyan, the sports science. I mean, not sports, the herbal scientist is in the
Yeah,
building. How you doing today, girl?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I had the sports on my mind. I was doing something else on my other channel. You know how it goes. It goes a little bit. But so tell everybody where you're from, you know.
Okay, so I'm Minyan Murphy, also known, like he said, the herbal scientist. I'm from San Bernardino, California, and you can find me on social media on Instagram, Minyan the Herbal Scientist, or you can visit my website, yonispaandwellnesscenter.com, to get more on your herbal and holistic needs.
Nice. I like it. I love herbal medicines. You know, I'm a natural guy myself. So go ahead and elaborate a little bit. You know, what you went to school for and how does that apply to what we're talking about today?
Okay, perfect. So I went to school in North Carolina, HBCU, shout out St. Aug. But I got my undergraduate degree in forensic science, more concentration on biology. And then I got my master's degree recently, 2020, in molecular biology. And I kind of focused my studies or my thesis, my non-thesis, on the topic of epigenetics. And this all ties into herbal medicine for me, like science and herbal medicine kind of goes hand in hand on how I think of it. So a little bit about epigenetics. Basically, it's these little chemicals that sits above our genes, our DNA sequence, which helps to regulate expression, gene expression, our functionings of our health and how we react to our environment. So epigenetics can be passed down from generation to generation. It can be turned on, or certain genes has the ability to be turned on and turned off based on diet, based on herbs we're taking, based on environmental factors, stress levels, emotions, all this stuff you probably wouldn't consider actually plays a role internally on our DNA and our health. So that's why I think it's important to have a good diet and to incorporate herbs, because those herbs has the ability to fix mutations within our genome to help regulate for ourselves to get back to health or back to wholeness and wellness.
Nice. That was interesting what you said there. Turning on and off genes just from like diets and whatnot, with things we eat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
So
how is that?
cancer, for example, like
Yeah.
DNA methylation basically is when you have a methyl group on a DNA, which causes cancer. It's going to cause the disease. So taking the right herbs, or if you know what herbs to take specifically for different things, then you have the ability to reverse it by, again, tying in epigenetics, having that switch, that marker to kind of knock off those methyl groups, those cancerous causing chemicals, if you will, that's on our DNA to reverse it, to get back to health, to complete health. So the tools are out there for anyone that's dealing with any type of disease or symptoms that they feel like they can't get rid of. It's just the knowledge of correcting your diet and then implementing the right herbs and the plant medicine to help you get back to wellness.
Yeah, I've definitely been a big fan on thinking there's nothing in this world that can't be cured. He got us everything on here for us. We just got to know where it's at and how to use these things.
Right. And
What are,
even sometimes I know people follow Dr. Sabi and other holistic wellness coaches like that, and they're really big on diet. But me, I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian. I used to be. I used to be a vegetarian for about 3 or 4 years, but I'm not. I don't want people to think I'm this super health guru, but I do really incorporate my herbs. I've healed a lot of my clients that came in with herbs and natural medicine, and then being introduced to my husband from Senegal, learning more about the roots and the herbs there in Africa from the motherland. I learned so much that he was just like, take these herbs over 7 days and then kind of wipe someone from herpes. And it was just like, girl, you got retested. And she really got retested. didn't have to do no diet correct change or anything. It's just kind of
I
knowing
heard that's the
really
one that
working
doesn't
with
ever
the
go away. You're saying you got some herbs that can get rid of it. You better watch out, guys. You know,
yes.
that means y'all can go free now. Y'all can go free. Don't worry about it.
But
You know,
don't be
just
wild. Don't be
contact
wild. Please
her.
don't be
She
wild.
got the herbs ready for you at
No,
a
but we
discount.
have had a couple clients that did get retested from taking some of our herbs that had that problem with certain STDs that we were able to help reverse.
Nice, nice. What made you get into this in the beginning? Like, were you always just like a little kid running around in the garden looking at flowers, thinking, "What does this do? What does that do?" Or what was the big, motivation
Um,
for you?
I would have to say my science background. Just sitting in class, sitting in biology class, and we're learning all these different pathways, mainly when it comes to pharmaceutical drugs, how they're trying to come up with all this stuff to block enhancers to do specific things, but all that drug is going to do is introduce toxicity and then cause an onset of other problems or other side effects that then you're going to have to take another drug to kind of help that, and then you're going to produce another side effect.
Hmm.
So you're
Yeah.
just introducing a lot of toxins inside your body. Not to knock drugs so much. As I'm
Good
learning,
drug.
there's testing that people can take, like pharmacogenetics, where you basically do a whole genome profile on you specifically, and then you can match what drugs can work for you, or you can match also what herbs work for you. So I don't want to say like I'm completely against pharmaceuticals, but for the most part, I'm not going to take any. I will go to the doctor and have them diagnose me, and then I'll kind of go to my herbal medicine and try to
I
treat
see.
myself at home.
I see. You got a lot of them. You got a
Yeah,
lot of them.
but yeah, that's
What
what
are
kind of
some of the
sparked me.
main ones that you use that, some of the main ones that can actually, help out on a daily routine?
Okay, so everybody know about sea moss. I kind of take that almost every day. I have the infused and I have regular sea moss. Everybody knows by now sea moss gives you the 92 out of the 102 minerals.
Mm-hmm.
I incorporate the infused version where I add bladderwrack and burdock root, and that's going to give you the full complete 102 mineral count. I had to blend some up this morning for some clients,
You hear
but
that? The
that's the infused
full.
one. So you can take that one pretty much daily. The only thing I suggest with the infused one is people that's on any type of blood thinner medication, don't take it because it's going to thin out your blood even more. So that's when
Mm,
I do with my one-on-one consultations or with my clients that's trying to get back to wellness and they see me directly. I like to go through their medical history background. So when I'm giving them herbs, I'm making sure that there's no contraindication where the herb is not going to interfere with the drugs that they're taking, or possibly wean them off the drugs and they can switch holistically to herbs.
nice. I like it.
Yeah, but back to your question, sea moss is one of them. And then I like to do nettles. This is kind of my one every day to day herb too. Nettles is a really good blood purifying herb, helps with circulation and really cleansing the blood. Another one everyone's kind of familiar with is eucalyptus.
Uh huh.
This is going to help with irritated skin, help with breathing, helping with respiratory issues, or during flu season. It definitely will help with that.
Allergies, sinus.
Allergies, sinus.
That's what I got bad.
So
I need
eucalyptus
whatever that is. Man, you can talk to me after the show. We need to get some of that to Burger
and
Game's house.
echinacea. So those two will really be good for like the flu season and winter time.
Hmm.
So that'll help you. What's another good one? I know not a lot of people are also familiar with chamomile. This
Yeah.
is good for sleeping or if you're having anxiety and you just need to really relax your body. Chamomile and lavender too. Those are good for that.
Nice. Nice, nice. So when you do these consultations, right, you get this person that's been on, you know, all these, he has a long medical history, they've been on all these pharmaceutical drugs. Like, what's the first step you think you'll go about, in terms of starting the treatment with them? It's just like you look at these drugs, you go, whoa, that's a lot. I'm gonna have to get something strong to start breaking that down, or is it just like a one by one, step by step process?
So first, it is a long form my clients do fill out because I'm asking a lot of thorough questions, pretty much the same kind of questions you would go to and take an intake form at your doctor's office. But the main concern, I want to know what's your main symptom? What's your main cause of really coming to see me? And
Hmm.
then, yes, I would look at the drugs you're on. And if there are a lot of them, then I recommend also talking to your physician too, and maybe me and the physician can come up with a plan together too to see how we can lower the dosage and then also incorporate the herbs to help this person out more quickly and then kind of set up with a plan. So I'm very open to talking to physicians as well to come up with a better regimen for the client.
Do they ever talk to you? Doctors ever talk to you like your stuff doesn't work? They need this medicine.
I have had clients, well, specifically with yoni steaming, I have had clients come in and their gynecologists are like, no, you do not need to steam, and that's just going to mess things up. But then there's actual evidence of steaming helping people too. Yoni steaming dealing with womb cleanliness. So it's about knowing the herbs, knowing the duration of how long that person should steam. So it's all these things you take in consideration. So for example, my ladies that come in that has any type of infections or uncertain birth control, then I recommend only doing a 10-minute steam. And the
Mm-hmm.
reason is because you have so much heat in the body. If you're steaming for a longer period of time, it's going to cause the outbreak to happen. So you
Mm-hmm.
have some people that might go to herbalists or practitioners that don't really know the dosage or the specific for that person. And it could cause an adverse reaction, or then the doctors may be right because maybe the herbalist or doesn't know or not taking everything into consideration. So you have to really know the herbs for that specific person for it to work. And then consistency as well.
Nice, nice. We got a question for you. So, what about high blood pressure? What type of herbs would a person use for that?
For high blood pressure, there's actually a formula I have on my website. So I have a high blood pressure wellness tea. So I put some herbs together if you're ever interested to help kind of lower your blood pressure. But a good one off back would be moringa. If you're familiar with moringa powder or moringa leaf, I just have the powder right here. Sometimes I will ground up my herbs and make it to a powder so it's easier to digest and get into your system. But that's a good one that you can just incorporate off top. But if you want to purchase my wellness tea, then yes, visit my website, Yoni Spa Wellness Center, under wellness tea. And then I have a formula for high blood pressure specifically.
And with these herbs, how do you know which ones are better to take? Ingesting, like full or grind it up like that. Do you drink
Um,
some? Do you eat some? Like,
so,
how's that
yes.
part work?
So it depends on the parts of the herb that is used. So most of the time, if you have leafy herbs like this, for this example, nettle leaf, this is leaves. So you're just going to make it as a regular tea. You'll put it to a tea bag, and then you will bring your water to a boil and just steep your herbs. And after 10 or 15 minutes, then you can drink it. So that's a infusion. Then you
Mm-hmm.
can make a decoction. So if you have any type of, let me see, any type of roots.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Don Quay, or where's my other one? Ginseng root. Kind of help with the blood and blood circulation as well. So these roots, I pretty much put it in a coffee grinder to ground it up to get it more accessible. Or if you want to make it into a decoction, basically roots have to come to a boil.
Mm-hmm.
So opposed to the leaves where you just seep in the hot water over the leaves, you have to put your roots or hardier parts into the water and bring it to a boil. And that's called a decoction, and you drink it that way. Or then again, like I said, just break it down. And I just use a coffee grinder,
Mm-hmm.
put my herbs, my roots in here, and then that's how I make it into a powder.
Okay. And if you're not, so, and which ones do you put inside your drink where you don't have to boil? Or does it matter which way you do it? Like you said, the roots, if you don't boil it, if you just try to like eat it or whatnot, you're not going to get the same health benefits.
So if you don't bring the roots to the boil, it's not breaking down the cell walls. It's more hardier. So you really want to extract all the medicinal parts from the herb. So with the hardier herbs, you have to bring it to a boil to break down the constituents in the herb. The leaves,
Mm-hmm.
they're not as hardier, they're not as dense. So hot waters make it easier to extract the medicinal properties.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. And I know you're in California. I need you to help me with a disclaimer. Marijuana. Is that a healing herb or not, in your
Oh,
opinion?
that's controversial because I smoke, but I don't think ingesting it. So if I'm learning from my teachers like Dr. Africa, he's gonna say no type of inhaled smoke is good for the body. It's just gonna mess up your lungs and respiratory system.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so from
Like
a
I was down
correct
there,
point of view, huh?
I had a dispensary, and they said, if you're not smoking out of a blunt, you know what I'm saying, if you don't have a paper, you're not using the lighter, you're using like the wicks or whatnot, that THC or marijuana smoke is a white smoke, which isn't as harmful to the lungs. Is that right? Or
I'm not a professional when it comes to that, but in general, like I said, learning from my teacher, Dr. Africa, rest in peace to him, smoke in general isn't good to ingest into your body.
okay,
But
'cause I know I've made.
so like I said, I'm not a perfect guru. I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian. I smoke time to time, so have a balance.
Okay, yeah, because I've made teas for my mom. I know she had fibromyalgia and lupus. Now I make herbal teas with THC, and it
Yeah,
really helped her out a lot. I made a lotion, you know what I'm saying? And she, if I gave her teas and her lotion every month, she wouldn't take her medicine as
yeah. No,
much.
I
It was
believe
better for the
in the
body,
THC,
and, you
the
know.
healing chemical in the THC for sure. But as far as smoking it,
Mhm.
then I don't think that's necessarily going to bring beneficial health to you.
Okay, so what are some of the more serious, things that your product, herpes is pretty serious though. I
Yeah,
can't even say more serious than that because I heard that that was pretty
yeah.
forever. But what are some other serious things that you know that your herbs heal there?
Okay, so I'll give you guys a couple examples of some herbs that help to fight against cancer. One is cat's claw. I really like to use this one.
Cat's claw.
And yes, so this is a really good one to fight against
Is it really
cancer.
part of a cat's claw?
Say it one more time.
I said, is it really part of the cat's claw?
Yeah, this is the herb called cat's claw.
Okay.
Um, Another good one I like to use is chaga mushroom, but this is the powder. Basically, this comes up from a fungus part of a tree, but a lot of mushrooms actually has a lot of health benefits. And
Mushrooms, we like those.
another good one for cancer is red clover. So those are three good examples you can use. Actually, I'll give you one more. So when you're cooking, a kind of tip that I like to do is add turmeric. So
Mhm.
turmeric is high in curcumin. And when you mix that with a fat, if it's fat, mixing it in a fat soluble like coconut oil or avocado, or if you're mixing it with
Mhm.
black pepper, sorry, that's gonna boost the curcumin levels, and which is gonna help against cancer and inflammation. So anytime I'm cooking, I kind of like to add a little bit of
Dibble
those.
dabble, spice it up. Yeah, spice it up. That
So a
sounds.
lot of spices in your kitchen cabinet definitely can
Oh
help.
yeah, my thing is overfilled with spice. I use a lot of garlics. Is
Yes,
that good for you?
yes, most definitely. Even sometimes when I'm not feeling well, I'll just pop a whole garlic clove in my mouth and chew on it.
Whoa,
Those are good for like infection, sinuses, and open you up.
nice. I never heard that one. That's a good one. I heard about the garlic on the feet. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? I
yeah.
heard about those type,
Over
man.
the
I never
top.
heard about just eating one. But
I'll
hey,
just eat it. Maybe I get that from my grandma. She does that too, but I just pop it in, get it over with, drink some water, and go about my day.
nice. And it works. It does its thing. Boom.
Yeah, but of course, like anything, stay consistent. You just don't think you're gonna take one glass of tea and you're gonna be done. No,
Hmm.
you got to be consistent with it.
So these are daily routines. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
daily
saying? Even
routine.
with like the
Yeah.
cancer or whatnot, you want to drink that once a day, twice a day, how many times a day?
But you should give your body a rest. So, like I tell my clients to stay on a specific herb or stay on a specific regimen for like 1 to 3 months, and then give your body a rest. Either take like a month rest off of the herbs so your body can get in its natural flow mechanism, and you're not doing too much. You don't want to overthrow your body too. You don't want to put too much of anything into your diet or into your body. You want to have a balance. So, make sure you give your body enough time to do its own thing and rest.
Nice. And what about for like, say your stomach area? When people bloat a lot, you get a lot of those fatty cells staying up in there, stuck in there. Do you have anything for that? Is
Drink
that
some
just
water.
exercise, or do
Drink
you have
some
anything?
water.
You got
No.
anything that can go in there and break some things down?
But yes, diet, I like to tell my clients, diet is number one. So make sure you cutting off the meat so much and the dairy products. You still want to stay on your healthy regimen with your diet.
I
But
love steak.
another one more time.
I love steak. I love
Yes,
steak.
just you got to be disciplined. We got to discipline ourselves. But a good one you can take for to slimming down is oregano. Oregano
Oh,
leaf
okay.
is kind of good for suppressing like hunger and help diuretic, so it's going to make you pee a lot and kind of flush your system. So this is one of the herbs I actually use in one of my combinations for weight loss for my clients.
Oh, nice. That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah. That's nice. So, what was the other one I just had? Man, you just had. So what about like depression or something like that? What would be, you
For
know,
which one?
like depression or something? Do you have stuff like that? What would be
Depression, again, we can go back to chamomile. That's going to help calm you down. But another one everyone kind of knows in the community is St. John's wort. Let me see. I know I haven't
heard that
seen.
one before?
Yeah. So St. John's wort is going to help with depression. And you can mix that too with chamomile and make you your own tea formulas as well. And that's going to help calm your body down to balance those hormones.
Nice, nice. Where do you get all these things? Is this like you got a garden back outside the back?
No, actually, I order all my herbs pretty much from Mountain Rose Herbs. A lot of their herbs are organic and they're just, I trust them as a source to get my products from. And then if I just need a quick herbal run, sometimes I do get some herbs from the forest. Like I'll grab some sage or some red raspberry leaves, some that I know I can identify. You got to be careful with foraging. Or if I run to the grocery store, a holistic store near me, Clark's is close to me. Sometimes I'll just go over there to grab one if I need quickly. But Mountain Rose Herbs is my go-to.
We got another question. Said, "What about child dealing with ADHD? Is there any way you can help them get off that medicine with herbs?"
Yes. With that too, I think it's more of environmental. Um, like my son has a lot of energy, and some people might want to say he has ADHD, but no, we're not going to speak that into existence. So I think it's also being patient with your child. There are herbs like you can take, like chamomile again, to help kind of calm and relax them, and giving them even baths with lavender and using essential oils and aromatherapy. But just, I think it's more of an environmental thing too, is how you're approaching your kid and just being really patient with them and understanding.
Okay. And then, is there a full detox? Like I need to just detox my body, like completely. Like what?
Diet.
You can go see those ones. No, but you see those ones. You can get these full detoxes for like $180 or something like that. Is there anything that fully like just cleanses out the body for that one full cleanse?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's you can make your own herbal combination, and all these herbs is going to serve as a purpose to getting rid of toxins. That's just their natural remedy of what herbs are going to do. So again, but then again, it's diet. So if you just want to detox, drink you some water. Like really drink, implement taking like 1 gallon of water a day, and that's
Mm.
really gonna really cleanse you out on its own. Again, cutting back on those meat, those dairies, and really correcting your diet is detoxing itself. Exercising, anytime you're sweating, that's detoxing. Sea moss is good. It's going to boost your immunity and help detox any free radicals as well. But anytime you're taking in herbs and spices and you're sweating, that is a detox. So I don't think people need to put so much emphasis or spending so much thousands of dollars on this magical formula. But you can just take your day-to-day herbs and drink your water and correct your diet and have a detox.
And this is more of like everything you do throughout the day. Like you cook with these herbs, you
Right.
drink these herbs. You put these herbs inside your bath water or whatnot. For those who wants to bath, like you said, steam with these herbs. So this is something that you want to add into your daily routine every single day.
Most definitely. And then it's the spiritual part of it. If people are into spirituality, and then you can incorporate that into with like dealing with depression. Or I get clients that just gets in a mood and they don't know why they're feeling the way they are. But me being a spiritual person too, practicing West African spirituality system E5, sometimes you need to sage. I know more, I gravitate to sage because more people are familiar with that. And you just need to cleanse your space, cleanse your aura. But it's more to that too, if depending on your stage of spirituality or if you believe in it.
How different is, the herbal medicines there as opposed to here in America?
I think the functionality of it is the same. For example, this herb I was burning right now on the show, if you guys saw it, is called foof. And this is a plant from Senegal too. Some roots or different roots that they ground to into a powder. And when I got introduced to it and I talked to my clients about it, I kind of correlated to it as sage because I get some charcoal, like hookah charcoal,
Mm-hmm.
and I burn it, make it really hot, and then I'm gonna add my foof. And then foof is just gonna help kind of clear out any negativity, clear out your space. If you have so-called ghosts, evil spirits, or whatever energy in your house, you're just gonna burn this. And usually our
Oh.
clients take this too after a medicine shower. We'll give them herbs, a spiritual medicine shower, depending on their reading or depending on their divination. And then they'll take their medicine shower to kind of cleanse off any negativity or anything that's not fitting for their life. And then you're going to take this foof and breathe on it after your medicine shower.
And it's good for you. Like, it's good to inhale. Like
Yes.
smoke
So
section.
this one, usually how we tell our clients, after you shower and you get your foof and you pretty much naked, you're going to get a towel and you're going to cover your whole body with the foof, and you're breathing in the smoke or the steam. And that's what it's going to make you do. It's going to make you cough, make you cry, make you sneeze, all of that. And it's just really detoxing the negative energy, the impurities out your body, and then you feeling good.
I like that. I like that.
Any
Poof, you said.
headaches or anything that's bothering you, any disturbances. I had one client, her neighbor was troubling her, and you know how you can burn the sage. She had got some food, she burned it around, and then it's peace. It's peace after.
Oh man, I'm gonna get some of this poof. Poof, be gone.
Oh yes.
So tell me, what are you most proud of this journey? You know, what was the best? Let's go with the best. The best client that you healed, I guess. You know, like the best performance of these herbal, scientist type things that you put together for a client and really helped them out.
Yeah, my favorite part is really hearing the results. That's why I need to tell my clients, two more of my clients, send me more of your results. But the great majority that has said their testimony, I've heard multiple women got pregnant, that was having infertility issues that came and saw me. Again, the herpes one, right now I'm dealing with a patient with cervical cancer. So I can't wait to hear her results after I'm finished with her. What else? A lot of my clients that were dealing with a lot of bleeding, a lot of menstrual bleeding, I'll give them herbs to kind of help stop and suppress that, along with yoni steaming. There has been quite a few testimonies, though, that the herbs that I gave some of my clients that have helped them. So
Is
the
your
herbs
clients
really
all
does work.
is your clients all local, or is this like you can do this from away
No,
from
I have some
anywhere?
out-of-state clients too.
Oh,
A
yeah.
good majority is here where I am, but a lot of them are out of state too, and I just mail them herbs. That's what I'm doing now. I have clients that book like one-on-one consultations. You don't necessarily have to be present. It's just a form that you're filling out on my website to help me know your medical background, and then I put a plant medicine regimen for you, and then I'm shipping that out to you. So you don't have to be here to get consultation or get the medicine and help.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
She said I'm about to be an out of state client.
There you go. Hit me up, Queen. Let's go.
There you
But yes,
go.
visit my website, Yoni Spa and Wellness Center, and then you just click Herbal Consultation. And then if you have any questions, my contact is on my email as well. And hit me up and let's build.
Yeah, and all her contact is inside the description, so
Thank you.
make sure you guys go check that out. That's something good. I'm trying. I feel like I still got a little bit more to talk about here. You said, you know, the baby thing. Like, how does that work out? Like, what kind of herbs are you talking about that you use to help someone that having fertility problems?
So those clients, there was a combination of just taking herbs, fertility herbs, or they would do a combination of taking herbs and steaming. So, but some good ones I can give you again for help with womb is red clover again. This one is really good for womb and estrogen, balancing the female hormones. Another one is red raspberry. One second. There you go. Red raspberry too is another good one. Dealing with the womb, I'm almost out of this. Been using a lot of the red raspberry. But this one is good. That's going to help with fertility and dealing with the womb. So those are two good example ones for you guys.
Is there one for the opposite to help you stop having kids? Because I'm building the football team over here. How can I still, not be able to have these kids?
Not have no kids?
Yeah. Is there an opposite one to stop the kids from coming so fast? Maybe just.
I want to say, I don't. So I'm a little confused between one herb. So one herb I think will stop, but then you have other herbalists be like it might help with fertility. But black cohosh is an herb. I don't know where it's at, somewhere up there. But black cohosh is one herb that I was kind of taking too when I wasn't trying to get pregnant at the moment. So I got my little black cohosh tincture, and I was taking some drops of that. But then I also heard cinnamon. Cinnamon might be good.
That's replacing a birth control.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice, nice. What about like facial stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like
Ooh,
anything
yeah.
that you could put on. Which herbs are good for the face, the skin? You know, because I got good skin. I like to keep this. You know,
Yeah.
in my
Okay.
older age. You know, I just want to keep it going. So what kind of mud baths or little herb baths I can put together?
So we can go back to sea moss. Sea moss is really high in collagen, which is good for the skin. I had a lot of clients actually use this as a mask that was dealing with pigmentation errors on their face, like dark spots and light spots. And she actually used the infused one on her face for about 30 days. I wish I had the picture to show you guys, but her skin is super neutral now, just all one tone.
What do you mean?
So
You just putting that with some water or something, mixing them together?
just how it is, just how the sea moss is already into gel consistency form. You're just gonna get some and create a paste. Just put it on your face until it gets that hardening a little bit, then rinse off. But
Okay.
another good one you can use too is French green clay and bentonite clay. All these are on my website as well. But
Okay.
French green clay, you can get like a teaspoon or tablespoon, and you're going to create a paste with that as well. Some people add water, and some people like to add apple cider vinegar. But you're
Hmm.
just going to create a little, you don't need a lot. And then you're just going to place on your face, and it's going to make it really, really hard. And all that's doing is pulling out all the toxins out of your body too, to help clear up your skin. So the French green clay is a little bit better than the bentonite clay, just because it has a little bit more of the constituents like selenium and other compounds that's going to help really bring out those toxins.
All right. If they want to do this right and get all these herbs that you have, like, is that expensive? Is it not? Is it kind of pricey, or how does that work out?
Herbs can get pricey buying it like how I have it, filling up your whole medicine cabinet.
Yeah, I
But
want a
if you
whole
just
one like that. That's tight.
but if you want to just buy some tea, my teas are just $7. It comes with 14 bags of tea, and I have a list of different formulas I put together based on symptoms. So if like teas for kidney or liver support, prostate, STDs, heart health, memory, the list is all on my website if you need teas, and those are only $7. And but if you want a herbal consultation, that can get a little more pricier. Just because I really have to dive into your medical history background and make sure I'm giving you the right dosages and really try to help correct those symptoms. So my consultations are $100, but if you want to add the herbal medicine with it, then it's $200. So it just depends. If you know what you're looking for, then you can just get the herbs you need, and that's like $7 just for some tea. Or if you want it more in depth, then it can just be a little pricier.
Okay, okay. Can we grow these at our house? Yeah.
Some herbs you can grow at home, like
But
culinary herbs like basil or cilantro. Actually, cilantro is really good with pulling out heavy metals from your body. So a lot of these basic stuff we kind of incorporate in our diet on the daily is actually have medicinal properties. But those are some you can grow in your yard if you want to. Some of the culinary kitchen herbs.
so I mean, like most of those, like the roots and stuff like that. Is that can I get a whole garden back here where I can be my own,
I mean, you can try
scientist
it.
garden? Have my big garden. Doesn't matter where you live at. That type of thing to
It
produce
depends on
these
the herb.
things.
So certain herbs have certain regions. Like some of these herbs are from China, or some herbs are from
Oh,
different regions. So yes, they need a specific climate or specific soil condition to grow. So if you know that about the herb you're trying to grow and then create that environment for it, then sure you can grow it.
nice. Do you have you ever grown any
No,
herbs?
no, I
No.
have. Well, I have grown a garden, but not specifically like herbal medicine.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's
Any
good
other
stuff, man.
questions?
Yeah, that's some good stuff, man. You dropping some knowledge on me, man. I'm very interested. I'm definitely gonna be checking out the website and make sure I find me something that suits me. What about for working out?
Work.
If I'm in the gym, if I'm in
See,
that
people
gym,
always trying to cut corners. Just work out. You going to the gym? Go to the gym.
but I'm just saying, your muscles get sore. Is there anything I can drink, to help finish the
With your muscle.
soreness a lot faster? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I like to cut corners.
Peppermint tea. So peppermint tea is a very relaxing tea and help kind of soothe those muscles after a workout, but also incorporate into the bath. So I do have a couple bath teas that's on my website, and the Wake Me Up one, I guess, would be specifically for those who like to exercise and dealing with, you said, with those sore muscles. And if you take baths and just want to relax yourself, put some of that wake me up tea, which has peppermint and like Epsom salt and other herbs that's infused to kind of help relax those joints.
Nice.
And
Have you
some shea butter.
some shea butter? Yeah, I got
Shea
that.
butter.
I got that shea butter on. I got that shea butter on. What else? What is that? All the stuff that's on? Like, is there any other kind of categories of stuff that you do have on your website that people can get? I know you said the bath bombs. I know you said the tea bags. What other things else can we get on there?
That's pretty much it. There, like the sea moss, sage, like you said, the bath products, all my different varieties of teas, the herbal consultations. If you're close, you can book a yoni steam appointment. But if you're not, I do have the herbs to sell you that you can do it yourself at home. And then we also do, or my husband more so, I'm still learning the spiritual part of doing readings. So if you want a divination, then we do 16 calorie shell readings. There's many forms of divination, but we do the original African divination system.
What is that? Divination.
Divination. So basically getting a reading. Like there's different forms of reading. Some people do readings like through your palm. Some people do readings
Tarot
through tarot
cards.
cards.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Like my Baba in LA, he does his readings through cola nuts pretty much and how they land on the concave side or the convex side. Basically, if it's like this, if you're familiar with cola nuts, if it's like this or if it's open, then it's based on a binary system, like a computer, like ones and zeros.
What?
Basically, is how divination, African divination, is based on ones and zeros. But I'm not an expert, I'm just a practitioner, but I love it. And there's actually science to divination as well.
So if you get it all, both sides together, like you're doing, you're learning both sides of it. You can be
Yes.
I guess
Yeah.
they call a witch doctor, right? You can heal
Yes.
everything. You can
Yes.
tell everybody their future.
And that's
You
my epigenetics. See, my ancestors just passing that knowledge through me, and I'm just here being a vessel.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, that's good, man. How long does it take a person? Like, how long does have you went to school for? To actually get these degrees to get to the step that you are at now.
For undergraduate degree, 4 years, typically 4 years, and then my master's degree was 2 years. But while in that, I studied kind of herbology independently and doing a lot of books research, and then, but also looking at clinical research studies too from scientists and looking at data to see how these herbs are actually being worked and being having results for different people and also as doing it on animals as well. So I looked at both sides of it, but people can teach themselves. If you want to learn herbology, there's not a restriction. There's not a governmental body, but I do have one herbal courses out. That's my course is an introduction. It kind of speaks of plant history, but I want to now I'm formulating a course where people can just have a lot of information so they can just be a herbalist. So it's not just one course. I'll have a full package together that I'm curating right now for everybody that's interested in being an herbalist. Just send me your information too so I can gather that email and then I'm formulating that course for people to learn.
Nice, yeah. Cause I want to be a herbalist. I want to. I want to make my herbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you say, son? What? Hold on, real fast. Let that go over here, real fast.
Right.
Go. There you go. I
Right.
like it. I like it. And that
Yeah.
spiritual side, like, what I'm saying, how long have you been studying that? And, like,
Mhm.
how long do you think it'll take to get somebody that's, can be, is that more of a faith thing? Like, the more you believe in it, the faster you understand it? Or is
No,
it just a thing
it's
that
a
you just,
forever learning thing. It will always be a forever learning thing. I actually got introduced to Ifa. I was just talking to my instructor about this morning, but through capoeira. So I practice Afro-Brazilian martial arts. And then one of my teachers, Jelani, he introduced me to Ifa because a lot of the songs in capoeira, a lot of the music are talking about the orishas and dealing with the rituals that the original people did with capoeira and how it kind of merges together or whatever your faith is with any martial arts, it kind of goes hand in hand. So yeah, that was 2015, a little bit after I gave birth to my son. I started capoeira, and that's when I got introduced to IFA. So since
EFA, like
2015,
EFA?
IFA,
IFA?
IFA. So it's based out in Nigeria, the Yoruba people. But even though that concept still originated from the Congo. But Ifa is it's really deep. And like my Baba Abu Fashegun in LA says, the people here in the diaspora, we only know like a a fingernail worth of information here of what they have in the motherland. So it's life itself is a constant learning lesson. I'm constantly learning
Oh
new
yeah.
things,
Learn something new every
and
day.
that's
That's
what
my
makes it
goal.
fun. That's what
That's my
really makes the
goal.
journey fun, though.
If I learn something new every day, I feel like I'm doing something good. I'm doing something
Amen.
good. Right? Have you ever been over there?
No, I've been to Egypt, but not to Nigeria yet.
Okay. How was that?
Uh, it was interesting. A lot of people there in Egypt now are Arabic and they think they're original people. And me and my homegirl was like, nah, y'all not the original people. But it was
Mm.
really fun. They showed us a lot of love, hey sis, and it was really cool to sleep on the Nile River. And that
Ooh,
was really dope. But yeah,
that sounds fun.
yeah.
That's a nice little vacation package. I know, and travel's gonna be hard now with this whole C word thing out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Do you have anything for the vid?
For what?
The vid.
No.
Can we cure the vid right here? We need to get these people healthy again.
Oh, there actually is. So I've actually helped a lot of people with COVID. I actually had COVID myself out to 2020, but the CMOS helped me. Then the spiritual side of it, I had to do some sacrifices to get myself together. But some CMOS and mugwort. So they did a study actually in Madagascar, I believe, and the Artemisia species of plants, which includes mugwort, wormwood, and I forget the other one. But if you just take you some mugwort, that should help you
What was
mix it
that?
with some sea moss. It's called mugwort.
Mud wart.
Let me see. I have it here. See, I'm giving y'all my secrets. Being on live, y'all know my secrets.
Oh.
But mugwort. But you can look it up. Look at the studies
Oh,
that
mud
the
wart.
scientists did in Madagascar,
What was that
and
stuff
they
you said?
used the plants of the species Artemisia to
What
look
about
to help with COVID.
what about elderberry?
Elderberry, yeah, that's good. That's going to help boost your immune system too, especially in that cold season time. Make you some elderberry juice and drink that too.
Yeah. I heard it. That was what when I had COVID and I was just taking elderberry gummies the whole day. You know what I'm saying? Like popping
Yeah,
them
for
like
sure.
they're Skittles. Like, come on now, come on. We don't need that.
Yeah,
We don't need
boost
that.
that immune system for sure. But then a lot of I think people need to put in perspective is our emotions to
Mm-hmm.
being a plate onto our holistic health, like stress levels. Those are all triggers and ties back into epigenetics, like how you're feeling, and if you're in a super stressed environment, that's going to cause changes and mutations in your DNA. So
Stress is
part
number one killer in the world, right?
Yes. So part of holistic health is not just about herbs all the time and what you're taking into your body. It's about your mental health and having a peaceful environment, because all that again is playing roles on an intercellular level, and we want to correct those things. So yeah, you can correct your diet, but how's your environmental space?
Is there a way to find out like what's going on in terms of that cellular level in your body? Like, is there a study or test you can get, where you're
Uh-huh.
like, hey, this is not good, this is good, this is not good, or is that
Yeah.
just something that just
So I
happened?
briefly talked about it a little bit earlier, but it's a test called pharmacogenetics. And that's a whole DNA sequence or genome testing you can get. You maybe can ask your doctor if they have any places that they recommend or if your insurance may cover it. But it's a testing you can get, and it's going to let you know which medications will work for you or which herbs will work for you specifically. And because a lot of, again, high dosages are just wrong medication that they just want to give somebody and has no effect on them at all. So
Mm-hmm.
pharmacogenetics is one testing you can get to see kind of on the in your cellular level what's going on with yourself.
Is that like a CAT scan type thing? A shot?
Like a swab. You can
A
do like a
swab?
nasal swab, mouth swab, or maybe blood.
Oh, simple, just nice and easy. Here you go.
Yep, that's all
Take my
you need to
genetic.
get your whole DNA profile. A little swab, little spit.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, hey, it's been a blast having you on. Final words to the people out there that want to live a healthier life. What would you say? I know you said diet. Make sure you're dieted.
Let thy food be thy medicine.
Like
It's a
that.
popular quote. There
But
you
it's
go.
so hard with all these, the
It
fast
is
food's
hard.
not good for you,
It is
and,
hard. Like I
and
said,
then,
I'm not perfect, and I don't want none of my students, my clients, ever to think I'm on Dr. Sabi level. Mm-mm. But I will take my herbs every day for sure, for sure. And again, trying to be in that good mental space.
did you
It's
study Sabi at all, or was he
yes, yes,
inspiration
yes,
towards
yes.
you?
Yes, he's one of my favorite teachers. Dr. Sabi and Dr. Africa are my two favorite go-to
Mm-hmm.
teachers.
You
So
think
I
they got
live
him?
kind of by Dr. Africa's book, African Holistic Health. Oh, I don't have it close by.
Is he still alive, Dr. Africa?
No, he recently just transitioned to, I'm so sad. Maybe about a year ago now.
Yeah, because I think they got Sadie. I don't
Yeah,
think that was on accident.
yeah.
I think he was talking too much and they didn't like that. They had to do that thing.
That's
But
how
hey,
I'd be. That's how I'd be a little concerned too, especially when I had got results from a couple of our clients with help reversing the herpes. I'm like, oh, I want to tell people, but then
you
how is
don't
that
want to
going to be
tell
on the
nobody. He's like,
pharmaceutical
yeah, thank
industry?
you. You have your own little party inside. I did it. I did it. I did it.
Yeah. But then I just want to help people too, like just to educate them, like herbs do work. Like you don't have to give up on your health and your wellness. It's just seeking the right person or seeking the knowledge for yourself and implementing it.
That's what we're really here for too. You know what I'm saying? We're here to help each other, share our knowledge with people. We should all be healthy. I feel like, the reason why we probably die so fast is because of all the stuff they put in our waters, in our airs, in our foods.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're eating this stuff every day, they're trying to slowly but surely kill us. And we do need to have an alternative towards that. You know what I'm saying? Keep our
Yeah.
energy levels up, to keep our spirits up, our health, and overall health, mentally and physically.
Yes. And spiritually pray.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. But yes, thank you so much for having me on to the show. And I just hope everyone take away that yes, take the herbs. They actually do work. They do have a role on our bodies, on our DNA. It's just not some made up theory. Actually, our original medicine does come from plants. So incorporate it into your diet.
Yes, yes. And go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at one last time. Your business and all that stuff, your major platforms.
Yes, I'm mainly on Instagram. You can find me Minyan underscore the herbal scientist and to my website, Yoni Spa and Wellness Center to get all your herbal needs.
Now go out there and get some, guys. I know a lot of you guys need some of these herbs. You know what I'm saying? She broke it down. If you didn't hear everything, rewind the tape and go listen to it,
Yes.
because she got some stuff for some of y'all out there. I know y'all
And then
need.
contact me. Let's have a conversation if you have
Yeah.
any questions.
Yes, yes, yes. Make sure you guys get that contact info in there. Hey, shout out to you guys that are still in here. Make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe to BGN Entertainment. We always doing spotlights, you know what I'm saying? We just feature everything, over here. We want to make sure you guys get full acknowledgement of all things in life, and be able to enjoy it a lot more, because you only live one time. So make sure you're living the right way and the best of your ability. So much love to all you guys. Thank you guys again for coming and supporting us. Thank you again for being a host. I definitely will be in contact with you. And have a great day.
All
We
right.
out.
Thanks. Light and love.